Technician is probably a walk in the park or something that's, pretty standard. You have a few tasks and things like that, but people don't really understand that it's a lot more stressful and there are a lot more tedious things going on behind the picture that result in stress and a lot of discomfort being an employee as a pharmacy technician. My name is Matthew Hall, and I actually work at a Kroger pharmacy. I've been there 2.5 years as of right now, and it's a good gig, but as I reiterate, there are problems that need to be resolved. And over here, you'll see that this is basically, the profile of the system or the software that we use, EPRN, to fill prescriptions. I couldn't find an exact one that actually goes into the RX and vaccine processing queue, but what you would do is you would toggle up to activities up here and then go down to vaccine processing, which is what I'm going to be talking about predominantly today, because RX billing is quite simple, but it's vaccine processing that really causes a problem. Every single time you want to process a vaccine, there are 5 manual override codes that you have to put in each and every single time. It does not matter if that is for the same person or a different person. Same vaccine administered or a different vaccine administered. Each time it has to be done. If you bill it without any one of these, you will actually result in Kroger not being reimbursed the appropriate way. And frankly, I don't think your boss or manager would be very happy with you. In essence, you just got PH for preventative healthcare, the MA, medication administration, just allowing that, and then 3N is just saying that we actually administered the vaccine of which, and then furthermore, you have user-defined 20, and that refers to $20 because Kroger charges a $20 fee for each vaccine given. And then you have the prior authorization code through the insurance, but that basically says, hey, you don't need to flag this or stop this or question us because this is something that's standard. So we just put that in, it's 9996. And each time you have to put all of these in. So it does not change at all. Now, why that's a problem though, is because the value of time. Working in a pharmacy, especially in flu season, we're talking October, November, and the beginning of December, we are absolutely hectic, running around like chickens with our heads cut off. An average of 40 injections are administered each day, but the number has actually climbed at my store as high as 60 a day. And then we've got 300 plus each day that are being filled, 300 that are being dispensed, about 350 that are probably being released or more each day. And then you think about, you've got 3 technicians and 1 pharmacist with no overlap. That's not enough time in a 12-hour shift to take care of everything. And the easiest way to cut time out is to obviously find a solution to what's taking so much time. When we're doing 50, 60 vaccines a day, we're talking 50 or 60 multiplied by 30 to 50 seconds each time you need to manually enter an override code. That really adds up in terms of time, because Kroger, yes, they want you to be safe and engage the clientele, but also they're a business and they like to harp on your neck and tell you need to do more to make money. And we make money through clinical interventions. So a word from former colleague of mine, Derek West. He was just a staff pharmacist, but he ended up being the manager of the pharmacy while my current manager was on leave. And he quoted, Kroger can easily convert manual override codes to automated. It will save us a lot of time and provide a safer environment for both staff and clientele. The reason he really emphasizes the fact that it would save us a lot of time and make it safer is because when we're rushing around like that, mistakes happen so much more. There was one example that I won't forget that involved this gentleman, Derek West, and we ended up dispensing 2 times the strength of a warfarin for a lady, and warfarin is a blood thinner, so you can imagine that when you're under that kind of stress and you make mistakes like that, some of them can actually be costly and take people's lives. Thankfully, that instance was caught. So the easiest solution would be to do automated override codes, as noted by Derek West. Something that he and I mentioned a lot. It would probably cost 5 figures, anywhere from $10,000 to maybe $40,000 up front, but that money can easily be given back. Clinical interventions would be something we can focus 15 to 20 minutes more each day on and provide Kroger much more money because the insurance wants to know if our clients are taking the medications the right way, et cetera, et cetera. And so that's basically the gist of what I've got. And the reason I think it's really important to actually take away is because each business has people that are rushed around, and time is something that's very important, and you want to keep your clients happy, you want appropriate business, but in terms of pharmacy and other fields, you also have to really emphasize that safety is equally as important.